They're definitely a little bit too tight. Hello everyone, fellow pilgrims, pilgrim wannabes, pilgrims, soon to be pilgrims, people that are not pilgrims, never going to be pilgrims, but like to watch pilgrim videos. New Camino vlog for you. It's not actually a Camino vlog because I'm unfortunately not on the Camino. I am in my own hometown, in my own home, in Sittard, south of Netherlands, 3 months after finishing my 1700-kilometer pilgrimage to Santiago de Compostela. But I'm very excited because today my new shoes arrived and I wanted to just make a little video and share with you this happy moment of testing out my new shoes and talk to you a little bit about the shoes that brought me to Santiago and that are completely finished. There is just, there was no way that I was gonna do some new walking with this. And just the first pair of shoes that I walked with, the first 800 kilometers in France on my Podiensis, my French Camino, I walked on my Jack Wolfskin Texapor shoes, Trail Excite 2 Texapor low. Unfortunately, I had to leave them behind in Santander, halfway the Spanish Camino in on the Norte, because they were really finished after 800 kilometers. So in Bilbao, I bought new shoes, and I didn't have any time to break them in. These are the North Face Hedgehogs. Yeah, both shoes have their issues. They're very, very similar, and I asked around a little bit on the internet, on some Camino groups and Facebook pages, on what kind of shoes they liked in terms of low light hiking shoes. And not everybody likes the Hedgehogs. I managed to walk another 900 with these before they were really finished. Unfortunately, my health insurance is only going to they only give me one time of year the possibility to get 75% off of my inlays, and so these are after 17 kilometers. They are completely finished, and they give me a little bit more support, and they were made on the Jack Wolfskin shoes. They were on demand, made on my foot and on the Jack Wolfskin shoes. I did manage to put them in the North Face shoes. I don't think I should even walk on these tomorrow, but I am going to do that anyway. Yeah, I have some new hiking socks from Jack Wolfskin. Very happy with that. I really wasn't happy with my socks that I bought. The Human Nature hiking socks that I bought, 2 pairs. They were way too big. They claimed to be a 37, but they're more like a 40, and I washed these like 800 times on the Camino, and I mean, they were still super, super big, and I had to fix the holes almost 3 times on the Camino, so I don't like these. I didn't got any money back from nor the North Face or Jack Wolfskin. Lots of emails, lots of questions, because I don't think it's okay that, in 1 month you go through your shoes. I know it's a little bit extreme to walk 1700 kilometers with trail hikers, but yeah, I was hoping kind of like for some sale, so that's why I'm telling you that. I went back to the North Face this time for my new shoes, and I'm going to show them now to you. So these are my new shoes. They're the Ultra Fast Pack 3 GTX woven North Face low gray and pink, and I got them with the delivery of 12 hours, so super happy with that. No, I mean within 24 hours, so super happy with that, because I was kind of pissed off with Jack Wolfskin the other day because I ordered them like 3 weeks ago because I wanted to break them in for tomorrow night, and yeah, they just didn't arrive, and when they finally arrived they had the wrong size. So Anyway, yesterday I was just yesterday I just wanted to buy new shoes, and I just wanted to start my little hiking tomorrow on my new shoes. They look very hip. They look nice. It has this woven material, Italian way of weaving, and that should make them more durable. I really doubt it, but for the price, I mean, they're not the cheapest hikers that exist. I'm going to get these inlays from the North Face out, and I'm going to put the inlays in, and I'm going to show you that if you want a little bit, I am happy with my hiking socks. This is the good size, my new hiking socks. Oh, and I was very happy with the Smart Wool socks too. Smart Wool, super good brand, 100% satisfaction guarantee. I had light cushion unisex, 100%. What was it? The light crew, and they were super good. They were fantastic. Maybe a little bit too hot for summer, but I walked in March, so yeah. And I'm gonna do a heel lock with these shoes. Maybe people that have a little bit of heel blister problems like I do can have some benefit in closing up your shoes like this. So I'm sure there are a lot of videos on YouTube on how to do the heel lock lacing way, but in case you don't know that there is this other little hole on top of most of your shoes, and especially on trail runners, and that a lot of people don't know how to use that. And if you have some blister problems like I have on the heel, you know, you really want to make sure that that heel is locked very firmly. So after you put your laces, normally you skip, let me see if I can show you. You lace your laces, you lace your laces in a regular way. I always tighten them already a little bit, like that. And then the outer end, you go from the outside in, and you make this loop, right? And you do the same thing on the other side, so that you have a loop. And then you take the left one through outer end into the right loop, and the right one through the left loop. And in this case, in this way, you can really lock in your heel. So now your heel is nice and locked. I think it takes some time to understand how fast you want your shoe to be locked. And another tip for hikers is that do long distance hiking like I do, is to take a half size bigger shoe. So you're going to take a half size bigger shoe than you normally have. So if normally you have a 37 like I do, then buy your shoes 37 and a half. First of all, because nobody has 2 feet that are completely the same size, and unless you're maybe like a top model like Claudia Schiffer or Naomi Campbell or anything, because these people are very, very symmetrical. But normal people, they are not symmetrical. And in your outdoor store, I think you will also have the possibility to measure your feet correctly, because a lot of people, they don't even know that they are walking with the wrong size of shoes. Yeah, in terms of what kind of hiking shoes you need, of course, everybody has to figure that out for themselves. I'm the kind of type that on the Camino, I really needed the shoes to be as light as possible. I need a good sole and you know, good grip, very flashy, very good rubber, and you want absolutely on the side your shoe to be waterproof but breathable, because there is nothing as horrible as having waterproof shoes. The water comes in from the top when you wear low shoes like me, and then it cannot go out, and that will give you a hard time, and that will really give you blisters. So both the North Face and the Jack Wolfskin shoes that I had on the Camino, the Texapor and the Hedgehogs, they claim to be waterproof, but they were not, and I had a little bit more problems with the Hedgehog to get the water out. So I'm really looking forward to test these new ones. I hope there is no water coming in, but you will always have that problem when you have low shoes. You can't have it both. You know, you want your shoes to be breathable and fast dry, so the day after you can hike again. You don't want them to be soaking wet, but you absolutely don't want to have heavy non-breathable shoes, because that will give you terrible pain and blisters. And so what I did, I used the Trekmates, you know, I used gaiters, which really helped preventing from mud, sand, and any other stuff in my shoes, and prevent blisters in this way, and also, you know, protect you from rain or walking into low streams. The only problem that I had, wasn't happy with that. 3 weeks on the Podiensis, 2 weeks, and the lace was already broken. They also did not refund me. Very upset about that, because I mean, why the hell do you make gaiters and then you don't sell the little laces? You know, you don't sell them separately. These are expensive enough as they are, so I'm quite pissed about those kind of things. I heard in America that's all different. It's I don't know if it's true. Oh, I have to put the inlay in my other shoe, otherwise I can't go. So while I do that, I will tell you that I was very happy, for example, with my low alpine Camino backpack. I had the Air Zone Camino Trek. You can see that in all my videos. It's on my back all the time. And I mean, there's always something to say about it. At a certain point, you're going to be tired and you're going to be uncomfortable, and there's always going to be a piece that is going to break on some piece of your equipment, some part of your equipment. There's always going to be a pocket that you're going to miss, or in my case, you know, my arms were too short to get my water bottle, so I had to walk for 1,700 kilometers with the water bottle closer to my hip, so I could, you know, drink more often, drink easier, because I did not want it to have the Camelback, because that's a choice. You know, you can ask me all kinds of questions about that. There are people that use Camelbacks. I don't even want to think about using Camelbacks. I want to see how much water I have. I do not want them to leak, even if they always say they don't leak, but they always do. I want to come to a stream and be able to, a fountain, and be able to refreshen my water immediately without getting the whole thing out. And I also walk with software and equipment and camera equipment in my backpack, so the risk for me, there is like one rule, and that is never put fluids with camera stuff ever. So I'm gonna do this loop again with the other size. But anyway, so the Air Zone Camino Low Alpine backpack, I was quite happy with that. In the end, you know, it was a good price, and after 2.5 months, it really looked like new. So here again we go. Once again, oops, I have to make sure that that sock is good. We don't want to walk. Oh, and put cream on your heels, always. You know, some use Vaseline, Some use, in France I used the Alkylena, which was very good. In the Netherlands we have G-Wool, or just a really fat wool cream, or anything you Vaseline like that you want to put that on your heel, and then put your sock on, and then put your hiking shoes on. Make sure that your socks are not too big and breathable, of course. So that really helps against blisters. But like I said, don't have the time today to walk my shoes in, to break them in. So the chance that I'm gonna have blister tomorrow, for me personally, is really, really big. So 2 loops, the right out end through the left out end through the right loop, right out end through left loop, and tighten it up. Yeah, hiking poles. I had hiking poles. I am too embarrassed to say that I lost my hiking poles. After 1700 kilometers, I left them on the train in the Netherlands with the Santiago tag airport, Santiago airport still hanging on them. I can't believe I did that. I mean, I left them so many times on the Camino, and then every time I had to go back and get them, and I always found them back. One time I was up on a hill and I said, "Oh shit, I left them down the hill because I stopped to get something out of my backpack, and like always, then I put them aside, and I was on top of the hill and I was like, I'm missing something." So yeah, I'm definitely going to save up to next time buy more higher quality Lakey hiking poles probably. But anyway, for a beginner, the Decathlon 30 euro ones, they're fantastic. I mean, I didn't want to do the Camino without them. It's so much better for your knees, and it's such a help when you go through the forest and you go through streams and water and snow like I did. So I do not recommend anyone walking a long distance path without, or especially a GR path, without hiking poles. I'm not going to use my hiking poles tomorrow, and I can't, even if I want to, but I don't. I left them on the train, and I hope somebody else brings them to Santiago. So I left them because I forgot them, not because I left them for somebody. So if anybody's watching my video and they found them, I don't have that much money, so it would be fantastic if somebody would give them back to me. But yeah, tomorrow I'm not going to need them because the Netherlands are so flat, and we're going to do a lot of tarmac, so it's no need in doing that. Yeah, so that's about it. I am going to wear my Camino jacket, only the top layer. This is something from Jack Wolfskin that I was very happy with on the Camino. It's my 3-in-1 Norland jacket. It has a fleece on the inside. You can wear it in 3 ways, as a double thick layer, or an up layer, or only as a fleece. It's windproof, it's breathable. I was very happy with that. It's not super rainproof, but it's water repellent, so I was very, very happy with this jacket. And for Dutch weather, this is absolutely for the price, because Jack Wolfskin, any of these, outdoor brands are cheap. But I do recommend finding some stuff, do not finding some stuff that you are willing to spend a little bit more, or try to get it in sale. You really want good shoes, and you want a good backpack, and you want good jacket, or protect yourself from the rain. And I was very happy with the gaiters. I think that was except for the laces, I think that was a very good thing. You want your earplugs, and yeah, you just want your the 4 things that you really want to rely on is your jacket, your shoes, your backpack, and yeah, and probably some of your gear, like pens and super fast dry stuff that doesn't even have to be very expensive. I mean, my top layer was mid layer, you know, everything broke down at the end, but this one was really cheap and the zipper went down, and I just bought this in a local, not even an outdoor store. I think I bought it like for 15 euros. So it doesn't really matter if you buy something really expensive or a little bit, you know, cheaper. I wouldn't recommend to buy non-brand shoes, even if I tried some of the Decathlon shoes out. They were like 10 euros, hiking shoes. And they were actually, you know, for training and for here, they were very good. I don't recommend walking 800 kilometers with them because they don't have the technology. They don't have all this technology, what makes the brands today, the hiking brands, very expensive. The good thing is most of these brands also really consider nature. So they try to use none or less plastic materials. You know that you have to wash your fleece in a bag because there's microplastic in there, and that goes into your washing machine, that goes into the drainer, and that goes into our water, and that goes into our bodies. And you know, in a couple of years we're all going to be full of plastic. So if you wear fleece, you have to consider that you have to wash that in a environmental, healthy, responsible way. And yeah, I was very happy with Fjällräven. Fjällräven. It's a Swedish brand. I had the trousers that you see in all my videos. And it's also a little bit more fashionable. It's a very, not fashionable, but it's a hip brand. You know, you don't really have to look like a sack when you're a pilgrim or a hiker. You know, you don't have to walk around like everybody sees, like he's walking around in the cakey shorts and having these big hats on and stuff. I had the Abisco lightweight tracking trousers. That was fantastic. And yeah, they look great. They feel great. They're insect repellent. What are they? They're wind resistant, breathable, quick drying, mosquito safe, UV protective 50/50, and extremely durable, adaptable with Greenland wax, water resistant. So, I mean, I was also very happy with this pack safe bra pouch that you can put here, and you can click it onto your bra and you have your safe documents in there. It's a little smudgy. I put it in the washing machine. It came out, it was pink once. It came out a little bit gray and dirty, but I mean, I wore this for 2.5 months without even taking it off, only in the showers. Yeah, you can use a buff for your hair. I'm not going to do that today. I don't have a buff. I have a very, very cheap Decathlon 10 euro fake buff. And I'm sure the real one has, you know, has some more techniques to it, but mine was fine. So yeah, if you want to spend, if you have something to spend it on your shoes, spend it on your backpack, and spend it on a good 3-in-1 jacket and maybe some gaiters and some hiking poles. You don't have to buy the really expensive hiking poles to start with. And that's about it. And then, you know, I have many other packing tips, if you know, advice about what kind of soap to use and what kind of stuff to bring if you have any problems about that. I wasn't planning. I was just showing you my new shoes. I wasn't planning on doing a packing list video. I just wanted to use the new shoes, and a couple of old things from the Camino came out while I was prepping for tomorrow. So I'm going to take my new shoes now, and yay! Very happy with my new shoes. And I did some poached peaches, and I'm going to walk to my mom. That is not even 5K. I think it's even 2. So I'm going to bring my mom some poached peaches, and I'm gonna try the shoes out, and I'm gonna let you know the next couple of days how they feel. Yeah, there we go. Camino! Are just saying, what the hell are you doing? You haven't walked in months. You crazy person. Oh look, we even have a toilet. Dixie stop.